Hi, Andrew Crute, and thank you for taking the time to watch this video. Today I've got a really bit of a challenging question for you to think about, and I want to give you the answer as well. So the question I've got, are you wasting money? Now I want to dig a bit deeper into that and give you kind of something to think about as we've now started 2015. Today's the 2nd of January here in Australia, coming to a close already, so we're already 2 days into the 365 days we have available this year. And I guess it's not really money per se that I'm asking if you're wasting, but something that's even more valuable than money. Okay, so what I want to do is I'm going to write up two figures here. And the figures I'm going to write up, I want you to have a think about, and I want you to consider them as dollars in your bank account. Okay, so if I draw a little, bank. So that's the bank, that's your bank. You go here, you go and you put your paycheck in, you take your money out, whatever you do. This is your bank. What if I told you yesterday was New Year's Day, at the stroke of midnight, yesterday morning, so almost 48 hours ago now, I was to have deposited this much money into your bank account. Hopefully you can read that. But that is 31,536,000, let's call it dollars, okay? I'm just going to put a little quotation mark against that. What if I deposited that much money into your bank account on the first minute of New Year's Day? Would you be pretty happy? I'm sure you would, because if someone did that to me, I'd be pretty happy. But what I want you to think about is, okay, every year we have the equivalent of this much money in seconds available to us. Okay? Now I know you're probably like, oh, you're not going to give me money. Well, no, I'm not going to give you $31 million, but we are all given that exact amount of time in every year. Okay? Now you may be going, well, where are you going with this? Well, it's what are you going to do with your amount of time? Okay, we've all had equal share given to us. Are you going to get to 12 months time and go, what did I actually accomplish this year? Or are you going to get there to the end of this year and go, man, I made a difference this year. I've changed my life. I've found financial freedom. I've accomplished something. I've added extra income. Whatever it is, you've actually done something, and you can reflect back and go, wow, what a year. Okay? Let's break it down though a little bit further. Okay? Because, a year is a big chunk of time to look at, and sometimes we need to break it down into small chunks. If you know much about goal setting or big project management, you always take the big projects or the big goals and you break them down into easily digestible pieces. As one of my good friends and mentors says, how do you eat an elephant? Well, one bite at a time. Don't go and eat an elephant, okay? So, this is the year, right? Let's break it down because, a year's a big chunk of time. There's lots of things that can happen over a year. May not be able to think about that. So, what if I was to give you, at midnight tonight, this much money? That's $86,400. Okay? So, if I gave you that at midnight tonight, and I said to you, that money's yours, you have 24 hours to spend it. You can spend it on whatever you want. But at the end of the 24 hours, it's all taken away. But I'm going to put in another 86,000 at midnight again. But the 86,000, if you only spent $400 of that, you lose the 86,000, okay? So, same thing happens with time, right? Every day, we're given 86,400 seconds, okay? What that means is, if you waste time on Facebook, on YouTube, on doing all these things that seem really cool and fun, but then you get to the end of the week, end of the year, and go, wow, I'm still in debt, I still the job I hate, I've still not accomplished the goals or the resolutions I made 12 months ago. Well, none of us have anyone else to blame but ourselves, because we are all given this exact same amount of time or money. Throwing pens away. It's an equal footing. It depends what you do with it will depend on where you end up in the next day, the next month, the next year. Okay? So my challenge to you is, if you want to change your life, if you want to find financial freedom, contemplate what you do with your 86,400 seconds each day. Forget about the year. Each day, what do you do with your time? Do you surf the net? Do you watch cats on YouTube? Do you play Xbox or PlayStation? Do you, and none of these things are bad by themselves, don't get me wrong. I'm guilty as the next person of wasting time sometimes, but the amount of time you spend on certain activities is going to reflect the income you have and the freedom and the lifestyle that you have. If you want to just be happy with where you're at, and you're happy with where you're at, fantastic. I wish you all the best. But if you want 2015 to be the year to make a change and to get off the couch and get into the game, then you know what? It's time. There's a lot of my friends and business partners that I work with have been posting photos of 2013 was warm up, 2014 was practice, 2015 is the game. Now's the game. This is the year that is going to make or break for a lot of people. A lot of stuff's going on around the world, and if you're not educated on that, and if you're not willing to take that risk and just put down the controller, turn off the news feed on your Facebook browser, and just actually take some action, then you know what? You're going to get to 2016 and wonder why you're still where you are when other people that you know have decided to use their 86,400 seconds each day and make a difference for themselves and their family. So if you're interested, check out the link below. I'd love to have a chat to you. I'm going to pop in there so where you can schedule a time to talk to me. And I'm not doing this to make myself, I'm as guilty as you are probably of wasting time. It's something I need to do better at as well. But I know where I'm going, and I've got a damn good plan in place to make it happen, and I want to share that with you. So if you're interested, love to hear from you, and let's make this happen for you this year. It's early days, got plenty of time left. We've only lost about 175,000 seconds so far. Still over 31 million to go. Okay, talk soon. Bye.